modern-day car where the boys choose to drive if something were to happen to baby that was...
I'd walk.
You'd walk.
Either that or an RV. It'd be nice to have a bathroom every now and again.
I think we would drive, is it an 88 sheepdog? Or
What are you saying about us?
maybe we have to drive the sheepdog.
Yeah, I don't know that that's ever something that can be replaced. Obviously, you look at the Men of Letters garage, and there are a lot of different vehicles. It's funny that they only drive one. Or is it funny? Yeah, so I don't know that there's a modern day equivalent or even a modern day replacement. It would be catastrophic if that day ever came.
It could be dog-astrophic.
I'm sorry, Atlanta.
I was wondering if it was a real phone or a prop phone.
Both. Yeah, it was a real phone. It was a real phone that was a prop. They had several of them, and the first time that the first take, I tried to actually break it with one hand, which these phones are a lot tougher than they look. So I was actually able to break the screen with my fingers, but then that was about as far as it could go, and the director was like, I really want to see it like snap. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to use both hands for that. So we went another take, and I went to break it, and it was, again, I was like, wow, this thing must be like reinforced with steel. So I went one more take, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna let the phone win, that's for sure. And that was a real phone, and that was a real break, and it took a lot more energy than I had anticipated.
What brand phone was it?
I think it was a Samsung.
Did it come from fire?
I knew you were going there. Yeah, the fire inside the phone, actually, we did just enough to where I could snap it. Yeah, it was a Samsung. I'm not sure what model, but it was a lot tougher than I had anticipated.
However, after real life like trial and error and testing, I now believe because you see these advertisements like, oh, it can drop from 6 feet and not break, and then you sort of like put it into the wrong pocket and it shatters. And you're like, that's bull. That's bull. They're trying to actually break one and you can't break it. Like, I see. They're just the tests are just not really made for real life situations.
And I will say that Jared and I are very stubborn when it comes to like stuff like that. Yes, especially stuff like that. When it's like, hey, we need you to like break this phone, and then all of a sudden it won't break. It's like, nope, I will break my fingers before this phone. Like my hands will have to shatter it before I give up on cracking this thing. So luckily it didn't come to that, and I was able to snap it. But yeah, thanks.
Thank you. When you're a kid and you're like, what's your dream job? And you're like, video game tester or whatever. I think my dream job was to get paid to break stuff. Every so often, that Sam has to break something, and they're like, all right, Jared, we're gonna need you to break the door. I'm like, what? You better not be fooling.
The interesting moment is when they're like, okay, Jared, we need you to kick the door in, but we don't want you to break it. And Jared goes, challenge accepted. and will always break the door. And our on-set carpenter, Dave Weber, God love him, he's fantastic, but he has put up with a lot of crap from us over the years, and by that I mean actually putting it back up. Because we destroy sets sometimes, and a lot of times whenever we're trying to bust in a door that maybe has been supernaturally closed, and it's, you know, it won't open, we can't kick it open, and we're giving it a big heavy shoulder, and we're booting it and kick. He's actually the one sitting on the other side of the door, just getting hammered. So, good thing he's a big guy, but man, he takes a punishment.
Yes, he's increasing. Unless we're shushing me.
We all know that Supernatural unfortunately has to come to an end someday.
What about doing a movie that's a prequel, not a sequel?
We're too old. We wouldn't be in it.
Producers on it.
You produce, I'll direct, it'll be great.
Ryan from Humming, and
I heard, hi, I'm Ryan from Humming.
Did you say Hamania Coca?
Humming, Georgia.
Oh!
Like hummingbird, humming? Oh. I don't know why they're clapping.
And I was wondering, what was your most embarrassing moment on set?
Right now.
It's just low-hanging fruit. Peaches, one might say. I don't know that there's one particular moment that comes to mind. I would say that in general, was it? Yeah, that wasn't embarrassing. It was among friends. Talking about when I fell on my face during the... Oh, calm down.
Mark with the real girl when he face plant. Oh, yeah. It's a happy time.
This is hilarious. It's a little embarrassing, maybe a strong word, but it's a little unnerving when we're filming outside in public, and sometimes there's a small crowd of fans that enjoy the show, and so that's cool because we're amongst friends. But a lot of times there's a bunch of bystanders that have no idea who we are or what we're doing, but they're just stopped and they just start doing. They're just like. And now we have this like highly judgmental crowd watching us, wondering why we blocked off the street to their work or their house, and they're just staring at us like arms folded. You know, it's like the angry neighbor who's just like, "What are you kids doing on my lawn?" And so then it gets like, okay, let's not mess up here. Let's actually do something cool, or you know. And then we have those kind of judgmental eyes watching us, and that can be uncomfortable, maybe slightly embarrassing at times, and a lot of times it's you know downtown and like the business core of Vancouver, and it's like lunchtime, and there's about hundreds of people walking around us, and they're all looking at us like, what? Who are these people, and what are they doing? And now we've got a crowd of people who don't even know who we are, but they're just watching and judging. So much fun. So much fun. And that's generally when we jump in the Impala, and I try to spin the tires and move his fishtail. It just really piss him off.
And I have a weird thing about spit. Like, if you punch me in the face, I'll be like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on? You spit on me, I'll kill you. I mean it. Like, I have a weird, it's a weird thing. You could kick me in the shins, you know. You could hit me in the crotch. I'd be like, whoa, 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 what's going on?
It's true. When I talk to him, I don't face him. Just in the off chance that a little lemon comes out.
I mean, it's
I'm
good.
like this. Hey Jared, listen.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking about maybe what we're doing.
That sounded like spit.
Nope, I swear it wasn't.
Okay.
Wait,
Dude, what's wrong? What's up?
nothing. I'm good.
Okay. That wasn't spit, right? That was.
Alright, so my question for you guys is, if you had the chance to change anything about the show, like a little detail, an episode, a character, or even an entire season, what would it be?
It would be set in Norway.
That's really cool. Or even in Tromsø, maybe.
And where?
Tromsø.
God bless you.
Watch your mouth.
Remember Tromsø from one of the episodes?
God bless you.
Watch your mouth.
I like that you don't know where it is.
I always wished that, I mean, it's a small detail, but I always wished my brother wasn't so short. We do this thing sometimes where we'll get his bow legs and straighten them out, and he's my height. Honestly, there's a bit of like, you know, if I'm here and he's here, we'll straighten his legs out, and he's tall again. And I'll straighten his legs out. Oh, he's right there. I didn't realize. What were you gonna say?
Maybe more trips to the barber shop. It's like having a sheepdog in a car. There's not a shop vac out there that can get it all up.
True story. True story. Guten Tag. Or what is Norwegian for thank you? God bless you.
Calm down.
God bless you.
Watch your mouth.
You can say talk.
Talk to you.
No, we're asking you to talk. What is it? How do you say thank you?
Thank you is talk.
Talk.
Or tusen takk.
Tusen takk. Don't do that. Don't say that stuff. God bless
I
you.
feel like I need to go wash my mouth out with soap now.
Tusen takk.
Tusen takk.
Tusen takk.
And
Tusen takk.
thanks for coming all the way from Norwegian. Just to get here. Pretty awesome. So pretty special.
I really thought you were gonna be. You missed the Jared one there because she was like, I came all the way from Norway. I so thought you were gonna go Norway.
I'm the king of Norwegian. I said.
But you missed it. You missed it. So I took it. Yeah.